everybody, and welcome to the daily guide. We're recording it live on stream right now. So let's make this quick because we are about 23 minutes away from CBT closing. So step one, you want to save your dailies for last if you don't have the CAFRA VIP. So you want to do these last because the higher your level, the more EXP these give you, right? So you want to do that. That changes if you have the CAFRA VIP. Then you can choose to do them first and do the rest after that, right? So you got, like, depending on your situation, you just have to adjust a little bit there. So step two is to go ahead and go to Guild HQ, talk to the Charisma Baby every day, right? Talk to them, right? Work out, and that gives you some free stuff just for talking to them. The next thing you should be doing is your guild sign-in. You go into guild, you go into benefits, and then you just do guild sign-in every day, and it gives you a reward. And the next thing you should be doing is in the same window. It's going to be here, which is Memorial Stone. So all you have to do, and if everybody in your guild does this every day, it makes it so much easier for everybody, is you go into view, you go into like more records, for example. And let's say like you have one member there that's been engraving, you can go ahead and engrave for them, engrave that. And what happens is once you complete the stone, you get some EXP and some guild progress as well. So it's very important that everybody in your guild does this, not only for the guild but for themselves. And then next step is the CATPAW Caravan. You do these every day, especially if you have CAFRA VIP, because it gives you the fame you need to level up your medals to get more stats. After that's done, you can go ahead and move on to Demon Treasure. You can go ahead and just choose anything, any West Gate, East Gate, doesn't matter, or South Gate, doesn't matter. You will be brought there, and then automatically your character will start doing it for you. So just do that every day. And then the next part after this one, though, is after you've gotten the power up that you've gotten from CATPAW Caravan and Demon Treasure, you can do your combat time, which is this one right here. It's your daily grind. Make sure that you do this. And after you've done your dailies, that means you'll have an extra 30 minutes of blessing time. So this one right here, Monster Annihilation, you can do it at any time that you completed all your 100 daily activity points. And you want to do that to hunt materials for your equipment if they're not being sold on the market. If they are being sold on the market, spend the Eden coins to buy it, and then use it to farm for the card that you're looking for, like a Hydra card maybe, or like a Skullworker card. And then next up after this is going to be minis and elites. So minis and elites, this could take very short or very long, right? Very short being that you form a party of 5 to each person summon 1 dead branch and 1 bloody branch, and that will be your minis and your elites for the day. It could take very long, especially if you want to maximize the EXP that you gain from elites by choosing to hunt a high level mini and wait for them to respawn every like 14-15 minutes, sometimes 7 minutes for some. Sometimes some of them have like multiple spawns. After you've done that, if you haven't done bloody branches and you want to target something like, for example, for me, I would most likely do the minis manually. I will most likely not do bloody branches. What I will do, however, is whenever we can, we probably want to hunt for like something like Ghost Ring. Try to get like a Ghost Ring card or something. You know, it's a low chance, but if you get it, because all you do every day is Ghost Ring, then that's really good if you can get it, right? So that's my personal plan. The next step we have here is HELLHEIM hard. The reason why I say HELLHEIM hard and not HELLHEIM normal is because if you can do the mechanics, HELLHEIM hard tends to be really easy, but that requires all of your party to know the mechanics. So HELLHEIM hard, you can do 2 a day, maximum of 8 weekly. After you do at least 5 HELLHEIM hards in a week, then you can claim your weekly rewards from the owl that you speak to when you activate HELLHEIM hard. So this statue right here, you can talk to it and you can get weekly rewards. And as you can see, you talk to it, gives you some extra stuff, millennium fragments, all that. So that's HELLHEIM hard. The next thing you do is you go to life skill, Path of Nature. You're gonna do both of these. You can do these are for free. These don't really cost you any stamina, so you want to max these out every day because you can only do a certain amount every day. So what I'm gonna do here is, let's say I want to make intelligence potions. That means I will need rosemary, right? I will go to rosemary, foraging, and I will pick rosemary. It says I can get it from these spots right here. Same thing with fishing, is you can either do them manually, it's up to you, or you could choose to get Diamond Shop Auto Fishing Book or Auto Gathering Scroll. Make it easier for you. It's cheap. Thing is, 1 scroll and 1 book is not enough to cover the maximum you have for your daily. So you might have to do 2 a day. So foraging, you can do it in auto. If you have any scrolls here, you can go ahead and confirm it and it'll do it for you. Get auto, get in the middle of these things right here. Stand there, let him do its thing. And then you'll have ingredients for free for when you craft your elixirs in your food. So once you do that, once you craft your elixirs in your food, the higher your potion making and cooking level, the higher the success rate and a higher chance to get big success rates rewards, which gives you extra of the food that you make, which means it's more resources for you or more things for you to sell, which translates to more Eden coins once you sell them in the market. The next thing you have to do every day is, even if you've already completed all the ALFHEIM quests that you have, let's say you're maxed out on these already, right? You can't go any further because you've reached the max, for example. Make sure that you still claim the daily rewards here, because these actually count towards your daily points. Gives you 20 points right off the bat. So after your ALFHEIM is done, the next thing you have to do, or have the option of doing, is doing your MVPs. So go to MVP, right? And you have your choice of which MVPs you want to do. Make sure you do them. At the very least, try to get like personal rewards, because some of these MVPs at the higher levels drop accessories, right? 2 slot accessories. So you want to figure out which ones you want to do, depending on which ones want to drop your accessories. Like for Wizard, for example, the easiest one I can do early on is Mistress. So I'm going to try to do Mistress and get some global cooldown on my Refines with Expert Rank, right? The next thing you can do is you can help people do their, if you're done with your dailies and your HHH, you can still help people do their dailies, their anthems, their hazy forest, and you can help people do their HHH, because when you do, after you're done, by default, you get these things called union coins, and you can stack these really easily. And what they can get you is purple star coins to make purple cards. If you get the purple card that you want, then that's really good. If you don't, then you can dismantle it and you can use it to upgrade the purple cards that you get later, like your Hydra card or your Skull Worker card. Same thing with the blue star coin. Same thing with the chest of Eden coins. It gives you a lot of Eden coins for cheap. If you're having issues with Eden coins, especially if you're grinding with ME, if you're like a Master Smith, you definitely will be struggling with Eden coins. And then eventually, you can get these as well if you have some extra to level your mounts, give you some extra stats. And then later on, you can get the headgear, because it gives you another option, fashion option, but it also helps level your wardrobe to give you more stats. So after you're done with that, it is going to be checking your free summons in pets, and same thing for the legendary summons. It takes longer to get free summons on this one, but if you have a free one, why not use it right away and get the counter started right away, right? The next thing that you should do is do your guild quest if you haven't done them for the week yet. Easiest thing that everybody can do for their guild and for themselves is check your dailies here, or you can check them here. And organization guide is just like, if your guild is very active, you'll get these rewards, which is really huge, because this is big, this is big as well. And this especially is really important for you, because this is your progression right here. And the other thing too, after that, is your guild quests. You can do these, participate now. There's a certain amount that you can do every week, and most of it is auto, so you can just do it whenever you can. But try to do them like as early as you can, right? So the next thing that we have after everything is done, after everything is completely done, is monster research. Yeah, now this is very important, because monster research, what it does is it gets you these drops right here. Some mobs drop dolls, some mobs drop specimens, and these drop even if you don't have MA, even if you don't have CT. As long as you're doing your MR, these will drop. And what these give you is, not only does it give you MR, that will also in turn give you stats every 5 levels, percent damage every 5 levels, and some extra stats in between. But it also gives you these specimens and the dolls, which in turn will let you craft all of these costumes right here. So it's either a costume for fashion that you want, or the most important thing is that it adds to your fashion levels, which in turn will give you more stats. So that's why monster research is important. If you don't feel like leaving your PC on 24/7, that's fine. You could pay for a program like Redfinger, for example, is the most popular one, I believe, where they use a cloud server to do your MR for you. You always have that option. You can go ahead and Google that. But yeah, those are the things that you should be doing every day. MR being the last one, because you're going to be leaving your character AFK for the rest of the day, all the way until reset. If you're doing that though, and if you're doing your MA as well, make sure that you have automatically return to random capital city 15 minutes to 5 minutes before reset. This makes it so if you're doing MR on a low level mob, and people have done this, that you go back to town, because if you don't, this is unchecked, and you're still grinding at that low level spot where you're doing MR, all of your CT is gone. So make sure that you have this checked off, and check it every day, because sometimes it does bug out where it doesn't automatically check it, or even if you have to check the previous day, it automatically unchecks it. So just check every day just to make sure. And as long as you're doing that, that means you've been doing a lot of the things that you should be doing to keep up, and especially as a free-to-play, this is very important to do, and that way you will at times even outscale a low or a mid spender because they haven't been doing it. And if you're a mid spender and you're a whale and you're doing all these things, that means you're just furthering and snowballing your lead. So make sure that you guys do this every day. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.